So in this time, 10 years ago, in 2011, there were a few of us in the South Pacific. And as the Lord led Dalton and Anna to lay down the ministry that we were working in the South Pacific and move to the Islamic world, embrace the Islamic world, the Syrian civil war was really beginning to mount. And the Arab Spring was just this constantly escalating thing, and nobody really knew what direction it was going to go, but we knew for certain 10 years ago that the Arab Spring was going to shift the region forever, and that the Syrian civil war was going to have an immeasurable impact on that country and those people in the area, not only roundabout, but as we saw in 2015, for example, that it really did bleed out into the nations of the earth. And everybody, east, west, north, south, everybody was feeling it somehow. And we believe that in the days and years before the Lord returns, you read through Matthew 24, we know that those will not be isolated incidents. So we've been thinking a lot, as we're approaching our own 10-year anniversary, which is young. 10 years feels like, oh wow, 10 years, a decade, but it's young. If anybody was born in December 2011, they'd still be in elementary school right now. They're barely encroaching on thinking about junior high. So we're still young. And we know that we're still young, and we don't, want to think too highly of ourselves. We do want to thank the Lord for what He has done with weak but willing hands in the last 10 years. I am grateful. This is not a path that I thought my life was going to take, but I'm grateful for it. And I'm so grateful for the company of people that the Lord has brought into our midst, not only those who serve on the ground, but those who are the support system that, as William Carey and his colleagues would say, they hold the rope so that somebody can go down into the mine and work. So this is what we have the FAI Homefront for, and we're grateful for all of you who are part of the FAI Homefront, supporting those who are on the proverbial missional war front. And, I was talking to Dalton a little bit a couple weeks ago, and we were thinking, man, that 10-year thing snuck up on us, because we've been thinking about it for the last, a year ago we were thinking about it, 2020 we were thinking about it, but COVID really pulled our attention away and pushed it in some other areas. And then all of a sudden we were turning 10 years old, and what we love about it is that the FAI family is hitting this mile marker anniversary, and it's like any other day. We've got nameless, faceless people just rolling up their sleeves and doing the work. And they'll wake up on December 24th, it's Christmas Eve. They'll wake up December 25th, it's Christmas. They'll wake up December 26th, and we're just going to keep going. So we committed 10 years ago to exalt the worth of Jesus among the unreached and unengaged at the end of the age, which is just a different way of saying, if the Son of Man is lifted up, He draws all men to Himself. And we know that we just show up. Whatever role you play in the story, you just show up and make yourself available to the Lord. And if the Son of Man is lifted up, He will draw all men to Himself. He has eternal purposes that He's pursuing, and He will achieve. We just get to be part of the story in the moment that we're alive in redemptive history. And we just want to take a minute, thank the Lord. Thank you guys. Thank you for your support in prayer and friendship and relationship and finances, your solidarity, and your commitment to the exaltation of Jesus, to lay foundations for the gospel where none exist. Romans 15:20. And I am grateful in the gracious hand of God to say that I know there are foundations for the gospel that exist in the 1040 window today that did not exist in November 2011. So thank you guys for all of your partnership. If you want to chip in, like if you're thinking through end of the year stuff, you can do that at faimission.org. You can do it through the FAI app. And stay tuned. Get the FAI app or subscribe to our Telegram channel, because we've got a number of new resources in 2022 that we're excited to roll out, because we made a commitment early on to resource those who have the gospel as we labor to reach those who do not have the gospel. So that's why you see this dual emphasis on the creative access strategies in the Middle East and media production. So we love you guys. Thank you for walking the road with us. Cannot wait to all be together at the wedding supper when the Lord returns. Maranatha.